Happy Tuesday. Oh my gosh, where did the week go? I know the weekend went fast. Let me just do a little bit of housekeeping right here. Oh my gosh, why is not my passcode taking it? Okay, because I put in the wrong one. There we go. Lock myself out. Come on in, say hi when you pop in. Come and join me for my segment on Craft Around the Clock. We have just a few minutes while the last presenter is finishing up. So, hey Charlotte, good morning, happy Tuesday. It is a kind of a gloomy day here in Fallbrook, California. There's Sweet Tracy. Hi friend, how are you? Hope everybody had a good weekend. I have about one more minute, so I'll just say hi as you guys pop on. I'm so glad that you're here. If you're new here, I would love for you to follow our page. If you don't know me, I'm Mara LaFay with Vintage Retail Therapy by Mara, owner, creator, and designer of Diva Design Stencils. There you are. My ladies are all popping in. Good morning, Kathy and Jan. How are you today? How was everybody's weekend? I know it looked like we were getting some spring. We were up in the 80s last week, and then today is kind of gloomy, and I think it's going to rain. But you know what? Southern California always needs a little bit of rain, right? Because you know how that song, It Never Rains in California? It really kind of doesn't, which makes it great weather to live in. For our plants, not so much. But let's go ahead and get started. We're going to be starting today with an 11 by 4. Good morning, Georgiana. Extra windy there. Yeah, see? The weather's a little funky. It's cloudy today. I'm here live in my DIY studio in Fallbrook, California, San Diego County, and the weather was beautiful up until today. And today's getting a little funky. How many of you, let me know in the comments, received our email? So we send out a printable every month, and this was this month's printable. It is a pop art Marilyn Monroe. I just love her. She's fun, she's fashionable, she's a little bit edgy, just my style. Good morning, Trace. I'm going to get my camera down so you guys can see what I'm doing here. There we go. Perfecto, perfecto. My color palette for today is going to be Pink Couture's. I used a little bit of sunflower. This Polynesian pink, look at that. Could that not be any more perfect? I was going to put a little bit of the blue in there, but I decided against it. And then we're going to be stenciling. I'm going to show you how to layer your stencils if you've not done that before. It's really fun. It makes your project super unique and one of a kind. So let's go ahead and get started. And I think we're going to first start. So what I've done here, I've actually cut out my design. So this is what I started with. Good morning, Robin. Isn't she fabulous? This is what I started with. This went out in this month's printable. If you're not getting our emails, if you put in hashtag website, one word with no comments in the comments, you'll get a direct link into your Facebook Messenger that you can go back and check later, and then you can make sure that you are signed up to get our emails. We do a free printable every month. This one out in Sunday's email. So this is what we started with. I cut her out. So this is printed on regular paper, and then I printed this on the rice paper. And I went ahead and cut her out. I placed her on my paper, and I traced around it. I did a little bit of blending. I'm going to do the other portion of it with you. I was just kind of playing around yesterday just to see what I like. You don't know how to print them out? So basically, you open up the email, and it should give you an option for printing. Good morning, Tony. Good to see you guys. So I am not going to decoupage her on just yet because I want to be able to get my stencil around there without having to go onto the picture. Good morning, Nancy. So anyway, this is what we're starting with, and I think we're going to start with Dot Mania in this corner. And instead of doing black, I've chosen to do black pearl because it's not, you can see it's almost like a really, really dark gray or dark gray, or like a, come on words, I've been talked a whole lot today. It's dark gray or soft black, okay? And it has a little bit of pearl metallic in there. So we're gonna go ahead, and I know that she's going here, and I wanna do this little corner in here, and I wanna do it in Dot Mania. So I am going to just place it over there. We're gonna grab my stencil brush, and we're gonna offload a little bit. Hey Brenda, we're just gonna get in there. I think that was a good color choice. Again, it's not black, it's not as stark as black. Although with pop art, I really feel like you can go bold. All right, so that's gonna fit in there nicely. And I may even go up just a little bit in here. Just un chopito más, just a little bit more. Trying to hang on to it and stencil at the same time. All right, so that's going to be that. I think now we're going to go in with, which one did I pull out? Guys, if you're not following our page, I would love for you to follow. If you go ahead and tap your screen, if it gives you an opportunity to follow. Good morning, Mac. Please go ahead and do so. There's Lulu. All right, French Connection. Love this stencil. And again, I know that she's going here, which already that looks fabulous. And I think I want to put this right about there. So let's move her out of the way. So this stencil was, I want to say, from 2 or 3 releases ago. I don't know who's got this. Who's got this stencil? Any of you out there got this one? I love that little bit of shimmer that the black pearl gives you. So we'll put that there, and then I think it's time to blend the other side. I do like the new stencil brush. Good morning, Patricia. I like it very much. I'm testing these brushes. One of my girlfriends turned me on to this new manufacturer for brushes, and I'm testing it. I'm the type of person, I'm a bit of a stencil brush snob. I'm not gonna lie. I do not like when my bristles fall out, and I don't like when they fan out. When they get, I don't know if I have one around here, that it just, they get all like this. It's terrible. It's just absolutely terrible. So I'm really, really particular. So it is, Louise, I'm testing it. So it comes in a few different sizes, and I'm gonna be testing it just a little long. I wanna make sure that it holds up, and that I wanna see how it wears. So that's kind of why I haven't ordered them yet, but I'm liking them so far. I'm not gonna say that I don't like them. I do like them. I just want to see how they're going to hold up. All right, let's get a little bit of blending. So I already have my yellow on there. We're going to go in with my Polynesian pink, and I am going to give my board, can you guys see that? Yes, I can give my board just a little bit of a light spray. And then we're going to go in with some Polynesian pink. And I may get a paper towel just in case I need to remove some. Let's do that. Good morning, Kay. I do like that. I do like that. I think I'm going to go in afterwards and just do a little bit in my edges as well. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Again, this is just going to be my background, so I don't mind a little bit here. I don't mind if it's bright, because you're not going to see a lot of it. It's going to get covered up. Okay, I think that's good. We have several sets of brushes, but these appear better when you use them. Yes, I'm really liking them so far. I really am. All right, now, here's where I was on the fence. Here are my choices. Of course, we're using stencils from the new collection. We've got Chateau Bloom. Hi, Robin. Thanks for being here. No, I'm sorry. We have Rococo Whisper or Chateau Bloom. And since I've named this segment Learning How to Layer Stencils, I kind of feel like I need to use both of them. I think I need to use both of them. So, let's see. I might use this one here. I think I'll use that one here. Let me pull that up. Yeah, let's do that right there. I'm not mad at that. And then let's see, to stay off of my outline there. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do that. Hi, Ari. Good morning. These brushes, I will say, they hold a lot of paint. So a lot of this background is going to get covered up. Shout out to my private group ladies from the lifestyle group. You guys rock. Thanks for always being here. There's sweet Denise. How are you? There's Lulu. Hey, everybody. All right. I think I want to add another color on here. I think I want to add just a little bit of that Polynesian pink. Ooh, it's kind of fun, you guys. Hang on, let's just do that. I was trying to hold that and dry it at the same time. They hold a lot of paint, which is good because you don't need that much. I did put a little bit of an extender in my paint, so I just want to make sure that's dry. Let me go in with another brush. See if I like. If I don't like it, I'll just paint over it. I feel like this particular print could really lend itself to a lot of pop of color. Here's Susie Z. Oh, message me, sister. I forgot when you're coming, but I know that you're coming. I know that you're coming soon. Let's see. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Could have done that on the Paris too. Now that I'm thinking about it, let's see, right here, right here. All right, let me see, get that up. Just that little bit of color in there. How good that looks. All right, now, do I want more of this? I think I do. But I think we're going to put it in the opposite corner. Let's see. See, already I'm loving that so far. Yeah, let's put it in this opposite corner. What do you guys think of that? Is that too bold? I like it. I like it. I look at it. All right. let's take this out. And let's put it in this corner here. Maybe, do I want it straight? No, I kind of liked it on an angle. But which angle? Let's see. Let me just play around with it. Nikki, this is an 11 by 14 canvas board. And why is, oh, you know what? My board is really wet. 11 by 14 canvas board. I often use these because they are frame ready. So 11 by 14 frames are very easy to find. So a lot of the times I'll create on this, and then if I sell it during auction, it's easy to get a frame. If I sell it without the frame, it's easy for someone to get their own frame. I don't know why that was so wet. Oh, because I sprayed water on it. Duh. All right, so let's see where we want to go. Let's wipe off the back of this because this is wet. Chateau Bloom is such a fun stencil. It's large enough for furniture or larger scale projects, but by pulling out just certain elements of it, I think we're going to be using this today in our group. We're doing a pair of jeans, and I think this is going to be the one. Oh, you wondered why it was so shiny? Yeah, it's a canvas board. I think I want to put Rococo Whisper here and here. And put this here. But I don't think I want it straight. I think I want it on an angle. Let's try that. Maybe I'll move over a little bit. Move over like that. Let me see where I'm going to put a little tape line where the top of my project is, so that I know not to go past that. Yeah, because it's kind of hard to see underneath. Well, this will kind of help. All right, let's do that. All right, let's get our black pearl again. I should put some of that blue in there. That would be fun. Good morning, Diane. You know she's got to have a crown, right? And some bling, although I did leave my roll of bling next door in my studio, but I will add that. I'll add that after. So who is comfortable mixing stencils? Let me know in the comments. Do you guys typically just use one stencil? Or do you mix your stencils together? I love, my favorite way to use my stencils is just to take little different bits and pieces of them and add them together to make something unique. And just a 411, if you do not get our emails, you probably don't know this, but we are looking for affiliates. So if you have a creative business and would like to be an affiliate for us, just message me. I believe there is a place on our website as well with an application. Hashtag website, one word, no spaces, will get you a direct link into your Facebook Messenger. You can make sure that you sign up for our email because you don't want to miss next month. This was this month's, and she was pretty fabulous. But I believe there is also an application there as well to be an affiliate. Hi Sheila, I didn't see you pop on. Here's one of my Craft Ring Clock sisters, along with Brenda. Both amazing. Up after me, I believe, is Cindy's Creations. All right, that's kind of fun. Let's get that dry, and then we'll add our next color. Add our Polynesian pink. Could shadow this. No, I don't think so. I think I'd like to keep it that dark. Just that little pop of pink in there makes all the difference. And against the black, it almost kind of gives it like a little purple vibe. I feel like maybe we can add a little yellow in there. Grab a little bit of yellow. Let's see what the yellow looks like. Yes, Linda says she really enjoys trying to move the stencil a tad and try shadowing like you show us using a different color. It's wonderful, and it just makes such a big difference in your pieces. Maybe add just a little bit of yellow right here, just in case I want to use it. I'm not sure I do, but let's just see. Let's just see. I don't have another brush. Do I have another brush? No, but I can use this brush. Let's see. I can already tell I like it. I can already tell I like it. Yeah, it gives it kind of a, it gives it a funky vibe. Okay, I'm not mad at it. All right, now, let's decide. Tell me, what do you guys think? Do you like that extra yellow on there? It gives it a little something, something extra, right? All right, let's keep going. I do think I'm gonna go back to this French Connection stencil and add that right here. Although, I'll need to move it over. You know what, maybe I'll add this instead. Because this is where my paper is going to be, so let's take this tape and cover this. And take this tape and cover that. That's a good place to add it right there. I didn't even have to dip into paint on that one. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. Welcome to all our newbies. Please let me know if you're new. I'd love to welcome you. Hopefully add a little bit of that yellow right here. The paint is not quite dry because it's getting black on there. I gotta wait until that dries. All right, so now, hey Kelly. Now let's go in with Rococo Whisper. Let's go in with Rococo Whisper and finish her up. All right, let's do it. You're new, welcome Chris. I'm so glad you're here. If you like our style, which kind of changes every week, we would love for you to follow us. We are starting this month again. Every month we're giving away a Diva design stencil. So just look for the posts on Saturday. Saturdays or Sunday. Submitting your Diva designs projects. Last month, Molly Markowitz was our winner for the month of March. To think about what month it was. Ay, ay, ay. I don't know if this is going to look good, but I think it'll be fine. I think it will. Last month's printable was an adorable rabbit, and we did a really fun project with him. I'm liking it so far. That's what happens when you move your stencil. You lose your spot. And I'm okay if I don't have the same intensity of color in every place. It gives it a little bit of that faded, worn look, which I think is good. Let's dry that and add a little bit of pink on there. Hi, Joyce. Okay, so we have Dot Mania in this corner. We have French Connection here. We have Rococo Whisper here. And we have Chateau Bloom in the corners. Let's go back over that if I can find my place. Hang on. There I am. There I am. There. This part is sometimes a little tricky, but not impossible. It just takes a little bit of patience. Okay. Let's go in with this fuchsia color again. Kind of wild. Wild thing. Bum, bum, Sorry. If you're new, I often break out in song. You never thought of mixing stencils together, united by color. Very cool. Trace, I'm so glad. I hope this inspires you to try it. I have a lot of crazy ideas in my head. Some good, some, yeah, they don't always work out good, but I'm not afraid to try, that's for sure. Okay. I kind of like it. Let's get it dry. And then we'll add our paper in there. There's Jules. All right, so it's kind of crazy cool. We started out with a yellow background. We have Polynesian pink, which is, if you like hot pink, this is a fabulous, fabulous hot pink, if I do say so myself. And we used black pearl, so it's really kind of like a metallic-y, dark, soft black, okay? So we have Dot Mania in this corner. We have French Connection here and here. We have Rococo Whisper here, and Chateau Bloom here and here. Let's add our paper. Again, if you missed this month's printable, it was the fabulous Pop Art Marilyn, and I have cut her out, and now we're just going to decoupage her on here. And let's see if there's, so I cut her out, and we did our stenciling, because it's a lot easier to add your paper than it is to try and tippy-toe around with your stencil. this is just a plain 11 by 14 canvas board, it's called. I get them in bulk off of Amazon. I do have a link in my Amazon shop. You can find that. Hashtag website, one word, no spaces, will get you to our website. And our Amazon link is in the top right-hand corner, I believe. Just a skosh. Just a skosh more. Hey, no, she got a wrinkled neck. She looks like me with her wrinkled neck. Hold up. Hold up. There we go. There we go. I need a little bit more. We have a few more minutes, so we can add some embellishments on there. Let's get this dry. Aw, thank you, Sheila. That's so sweet of you to say. This spot is still kind of lifting out. If you guys are looking for a safe community to grow some creative muscle, I encourage you to come and join our membership group. We meet twice a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays at 2 p.m. Pacific time for about 2 hours. And we do all kinds of things. Today we're doing jeans, so it's going to be kind of fun. Last week we did shoes. We added some, I think I've got one hanging around here somewhere, because I still have to do the other one. Let me show you what we did. So cute. Look how cute this is. Inlays. Inlays on sneakers. How adorable is that? Right? With a blingy toe, because there's got to be bling in every project. I'm sorry. There just has to be, because bling makes everything better. Don't you think? All right. This is not wanting to stay down. Let's add a little bit on there. Just a few more minutes. Why are you not wanting to lay down? Uh-oh. That's yellow paint right there. Rookie move. I used the wrong brush. That's okay. That's okay. Clean up on aisle 1. There we go. There we go. Now we're going to add a little bit of glitter pen to her hair, and we are going to add, I brought 2 crowns. This one I think is too little, but I'm kind of liking this one. Bling and pink, yes, yes. Maria says bling makes my heart sing. You got it, sister. I don't know if we like that one. That one I feel like it's a better scale. We may have to change the color of it a little bit, but that's easy to do. That is. What do you think about mixing the stencils together? Do you like that? Chris Kuhn, I didn't know you were here. My gosh, it was so fun to meet you. You are such a sweetheart. All right, before my time is up, let's add this glitter pen. I want to give her some glitter strands in her hair. And we're going to definitely have to add some bling to her neck. I didn't bring my glitter roll. So this is very much like Stencils. It has a higher concentration of sparkle, I believe, and dries quite a bit faster. But if you don't have the Pent Art glitter pens, Stencils will work fine. And I'm just doing it in, I'm doing them in silver. Can't really see it in the camera, but I'll get it up close for you guys can see. The glitter pen just makes everything pop. So let's do a little bit of a recap. If you're just coming in, we started with the free printable that came in your email from our website. Every month we do a free printable. 11 by 14 canvas board, Polynesian pink and black pearl paints, Pent Art glitter pen, time. Nah, I was gonna give her a glitter birthmark, but it looked kind of funny. They look kind of funny. But that's about where I have my birthmark. Funny story about that birthmark. My mom, a lot of you hear me talk about my mom. She's in a memory care facility in Vegas, but she was a singer and a band leader and a drummer. She was a percussionist. And back in the day, women, you didn't see many women that were drummers. But anyway, she used to get dressed up to the nines before every performance. And I mean, I'm talking dressed up with the gloves and the matching. She always had different color wigs, and she would always put a fake birthmark on her face, on her cheek. And when I was born, I came out with it in the exact same spot that she would put hers in. Isn't that the craziest thing? This is right here. I don't know if you can see it. All right. Let's get that a little bit dry. You know, I might put a few more dots right in here too. Just a little bit of an empty space. If it's not going to impede with, it may impede a little bit in here. That's got to get dry first, but I think I'm going to add a little bit of a few little dots right there. Anyway, French Connection, Dot Mania, Chateau Bloom, and Rococo Whisper. You keep getting kicked out and coming back in. I do like the glitter pen better than the Stencils because it has a really high concentration of glitter, but more importantly, it dries a lot faster. The Stencils, they take forever to dry. They take forever to dry. Yeah, isn't that a funny story? She always, ever since she could do her own makeup, she always drew in a beauty mark. And I came out with it when I was born in the same spot that she would draw hers in. All right, let me get you this up close because you can really see that sparkle in her hair. And there's our Chateau Bloom. I'm not sure that I'm so crazy about adding the yellow on there. I don't hate it. I'm not mad at it. But it's definitely different. I love the dots, and I think once that dries, I think we're going to add a little bit more in here. You love it, Charlotte? Thank you so much. All right, let's see. If I can dry that, I'll add it. Let's see if I can add that. And of course, we got to give her a little bit of bling. And she needs a crown. And I think it's going to be this one. Because that one's got a little bit more weight to it than this one. This one is kind of dinky. Thank you, Janet. Let me brush this in there. What do you think of that Polynesian pink? Isn't that great? I love that color. All right, this is where I want to dry. See, this is almost dry enough for me to work over there. Hey, Francis. Good morning, Rebecca. We have one more minute. Oh, you know what? I just put my stencil brush in the water. All right, that's fine. Let's see. Do I have another one here? I don't. I put that away too soon. Oh, I have this little one. I have this one. I have this one. Let's do that. So, any suggestions for next month's printable? What's a girl without a crown? Exactly. Okay, that's dry enough. We have just another minute. Oops, actually my time is up. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and finish this. Creations by Cindy is up next on Craft Round the Clock, and I'll post a picture of this when I'm done so you guys can see it. Thanks so much for joining me, and to our newbies, welcome. I'm so glad that you joined me this morning. I will be right back here on this page next Tuesday, 10 o'clock Pacific time. Private group ladies, I'll see you today at 2 for some fun jeans makeover. Okay, ciao for now. Bless you guys.